People, this is your weekly reading for August 26th through September 1st, and we're going to start with your astrology, as you can see here. So first we're going to start with Sunday, and the only reason why I'm starting with Sunday is because a couple of these move throughout the week. So we have your sun in Virgo. Beautiful. Happy birthday, Virgos. I hope you're awesome, and I hope your birthday is amazing. And this is all about, Virgos have that energy of being analytical and analyzing a situation and figuring out what they can do to make things better. Not only are you doing that for yourself, but you're doing that for those around you as well, how you can be helpful. So this energy is not only with Virgos, but with all of us. We are seeing how other people fit into our lives and what we can do to almost make them better. Okay, so excuse me. So next we have Uranus retrograde throughout this whole week. Okay, this is about financial freedom. Okay, so we're doing things like getting new jobs, starting new projects, working hard to make things happen for ourselves. That's what Uranus in retrograde brings to us. Okay, next we have the full moon in Pisces. The full moon in Pisces is all that do for others energy. Okay, and that's moving you forward. Okay, the little bit that you do, anything that you do, not only for yourself towards your own projects or for other people, is going to go a long way. Okay, so I feel like from now until the next new moon, that is what's going to be happening. Like you're going to be doing a little bit for people and a little bit for yourself to almost better your situation and theirs. But by helping others, you also better your situation as well. Okay. Then on Tuesday the 28th, we have Mars going direct after being retrograde for what felt like forever. So you were trying, I would say last couple of weeks, you're trying new things, trying to overcome your social issues. Okay. And just almost pushing yourself outward a little bit more. So now with Mars going direct, you're taking more control of yourself, whether that be finances, relationships with other people. You're taking more control and making things happen. Like I said, it's all about you doing a little bit to help others as well, and you're taking control of your life by seeing that sometimes you have to get other people involved, as well, to help you out. Okay. Also, what else? Just do a little bit. Don't go overboard is what I'm hearing. Start doing things one step at a time. Little things can equal big things. Okay. So retrogrades, we have Saturn, Pluto, Uranus, North Node, Neptune, and Chiron. All the same things that we're still in retrograde. And that's because we're working on ourselves, and you can definitely feel that. You're working on yourself. You're clearing out people that don't, I don't want to say don't matter to you, but you don't need energy you don't need in your life. Bad habits, fears, cleaning up your home, making things better for yourself. This is what you're working on, because remember, you're still on that new life plan. Okay, so we're going to see what Spirit has for all of us generally in the collective for this week. With these energies, we have the waiting game, which is the Two of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and the heart chakra. So this could be, for a lot of people, love coming into your life. Okay, this could also be just things opening up for you. You have been taking steps towards something, whether this be with career, because this is the Wands, so it's about you growing different things in your life, different things that make you happy, or things that you feel will fulfill you in a way. So you're opening up new gates for yourself, and you're opening up new opportunities, whether this be a project that you're doing and now you're making strides forward and you're realizing your goals. Okay, and all this is going to help you heal. It's going to help you achieve your goals. It's going to help you be in more harmony with yourself. Also, it could be with you being more compassionate with others as well as yourself. Okay, so here's your weekly reading. Hello, beautiful soul. This is your weekly reading for August 26th through September 1st. I hope you're doing amazing, Cancer. So, we're going to get into your reading. I was seeing if I was getting a message, but nothing came to me for you, Cancer. So, let's see. Okay, so we have the Death card in reverse, the Two of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant, the Nine of Cups in reverse, the Queen of Wands, the King of Swords in reverse, the Ace of Swords, and the Page of Cups. So Cancer, there's an offer coming to you, okay? Especially with the Page of Cups being here. I do feel like it has some emotion behind it. And you have expectations for this offer. That's what I'll say for it, okay? I feel like you're trying to get clear about what it is that you want to do and how you want to handle the offer. If it's the right decision, if it's the right move, I feel like you've been through a lot. And I feel like you want to make the proper decisions and clear decisions, okay? If this is what you choose, this is going to be the answer, if you will. This will be the final thing. And this is why you're really contemplating instead of just jumping into something. I feel like you're using a lot of reasoning, because you're starting a new cycle, and why get into a new cycle, you know, that's going to leave you hurt or confused or as complicated as the last one you've been in. So, like I said, I feel like you've been through a lot, and that was significant in your life, and that part of your life is coming to an end. If not, if you haven't let it go, it's definitely coming to an end in your life, okay? And I feel like that relationship or that situation had to do with a lot of overindulgence, a lot of you thinking what you want instead of what you need, or what's best for you. It's like you didn't look at the bigger picture. It was just about the right now and how that person made you feel, or maybe it was based on physical and not really longevity, if you will. And I feel like that breakup was hard for you. I feel like it was a struggle, and I feel like it was significant. And right now, you're working on getting your self-esteem together, which is interesting because if you have contact with that other person, I don't think that they have problems with that. I think that it was all about them, and it's always been about them. They may be a narcissist. For some of you, that word is coming up very strong. But I feel like this was more hard on you, okay? And now you're looking for something that is more stable, something that is more traditional and not as wild. I want to say wild because it's not on that straight and narrow path, or that path of normality that we're used to. And now I feel like you're leaning more towards that. I do feel like you don't know how to get there. If you're dealing with this fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, I feel like they're a little bit pushy in your space. I do feel like you may have been used to that as well, and that helped you get your direction by kind of bouncing off of another person's energy. But you need something more traditional, and that's not what you were getting there, okay? I do feel like there is an offer coming into you. This could be an offer yeah, I do feel like it's an offer. I really don't feel anything else. But you have to make sure that you have this sense of clarity You have to make sure that you're ready to start a new cycle before you accept or go into this. Okay, so we have the Judgment in reverse, and we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Interesting. So what you've dealt with in the past was almost like a miscalculation. You know, you thought that someone was more into you, or you thought that if you would give more, it would change, things like that. And it just wasn't meant to be. So that's why you're split up from that, separated, you know, letting that go or whatever. This could also be a fight that you were in with a person due to a misunderstanding. But there's something about this that needs to end. It may be something that you both go over and over again with, and it needs to stop. Someone is being unyielding in the fact that they think that they're always right. And you have to remember that in a marriage or in a relationship, there has to be some sort of compromise. That's another thing that I'm seeing. You have to learn how to not to be your own worst enemy, whether you're still within this relationship or you're a single person and dealing with heartache that just happened in the past. I say in the past because it could have been yesterday. It doesn't have to be like 3 years ago or something like that. Okay. But I feel like you have to learn when to give in. And when not to. And this is for both of you. Okay. When you see something or you're faced with something that needs to change, you need to put that extra effort in. Okay. Right. Because sometimes I feel like people don't know. They're just so used to you. And they forget. It's like when you first meet a person, you're on pins and needles. Unless you're a narcissist. I mean, let's be completely honest. You're on pins and needles about what it is that you do because you don't want the other person to judge you, so on and so forth. But I feel like as time goes on, that tends to change. And that's why it's so important to compromise, and it's so important to have open communication, to give that equal give and take. Okay. Like I said, if you're in a relationship, you have an opportunity to start something new, but it has to begin with clarity. All of this begins with clarity because you need to be clear on where it is that you're going, and everyone has to have like the proper mindset. Okay, so we're going to go into oracle cards for the week for you, Cancer. You have denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with an insight of awareness. I do feel as though you're afraid of failure. You're afraid of the past repeating itself. That's very, very obvious here. But like I said, clarity, insight, awareness needs to be opened up to you. Okay, and it'll tell you where to go. Okay, it'll tell you it's okay to have dreams. It's okay to think the best of your partner, but you don't want to do it blindly or childishly. You want to do it with reason behind it and open communication. Okay, I don't know how else to put that, but I hope you understand. It's like what they're telling me is it comes together like a well sewn quilt, right? Each individual story, each individual experience is put together to make something beautiful and to be a completed piece. That's what I'm seeing. That's what they're telling me. Okay, so thank you so much for listening. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you next week. I am also still doing personal readings. Please look at the description box below. I'll see you next week, guys. Love and light. Bye-bye.